Welcome to this week's Desmond's Donders Photo Diary. Why not join us on our Donders? The Rendlesham Forest Incident. In late December 1980, there was a series of reported sightings of unexplained lights near Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, which had become linked with claims of UFO landings. The events occurred just outside RAF Woodbridge, which was used at the time by the United States Air Force. US Air Force personnel, including Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles I. Halt, claimed to see things they described as a UFO sighting. The occurrence is the most famous of claimed UFO events to have happened in the United Kingdom, ranking among the best known reported UFO events worldwide. It has been compared to Roswell UFO incident in the United States and is sometimes referred to as Britain's Roswell. The UK Ministry of Defence stated the event posed no threat to national security and it therefore never was investigated as a security matter. Skeptics have explained the sightings as a misinterpretation of a series of nocturnal lights, a fireball, the Orford Ness Lighthouse, or bright stars. December 27th 2019. It was time to move on to Ipswich and beyond to Gary and Vicky's place in Rendlesham Forest. We arrived in darkness and squeezed through the gate to get parked up. We had a great evening chatting, drinking tea and having fun. All too soon it was time to head for bed. December 28th 2019. We had a little lie-in before facing the world. We are amazingly on plan still, although I can feel it unravelling around me. Trev and Sue arrived and we got them through the gate. We went for a walk and had a look around. And I filmed a kestrel. We then hit the tea again and Vicky made lovely rolls which we had for lunch. Very nice. We went for a walk to see the famous Rendlesham lemon squeezer and later we all got together and had a pleasant evening watching some YouTube and eating some cheese and biscuits with wine. Along the way we sorted the world and generally had a lovely time. Gary pointed out that these trees were having a hug, a pine and an oak getting it on, although there was some suggestion that the relationship was somewhat deeper than a hug. But of course, the ladies thought they would join in too.
Well,
29th of December 2019. We had a quiet morning. Trev and Sue left for home and we stayed for a little while. We had a tour of Gary and Vicky's small holding before Trev and Sue left. We had another cuppa, replenished our water and headed west after saying goodbye to Gary and Vicky.
Been used for a little bit. There's a little bit of rust from there, but if you just give it a few pumps, it'll come out lovely and clean.
Wow, look at that. Fresh water.
That's good for you.
Yeah,
Stomach.
yeah,
If you go like that, bend up and
Go on then, Trev, your turn.
Funnily enough, nobody took Gary up on the challenge to pump some water. So on with the tour.
Oh, that's where the bee hive is, under that too.
Currently, Gary is renovating this lovely old Romany caravan, and we wish him the best of luck with renting it out once it's done. Gary also made a fine job of making sure Desmond was properly dressed before he left. Drafton Crossing. The Brampton Valley Way is a 14-mile rail trail built on the way of the former Northampton to Market Harbour Railway in Northamptonshire. It forms what trail managers Northamptonshire County Council describe as a linear park. The railway line was closed in 1981 and the 13-mile Northampton section was purchased by the County Council with grant aid from the Countryside Commission in 1987, when work began on developing it as a linear park. The 1-mile section north of the county boundary is owned by Leicestershire Council, although the Northampton Council undertake management of the complete route. The Brampton Valley Way from Broughton Crossing to Little Bowden was opened in the spring of 1993 and provides recreational access for cyclists and walkers. 29th of December 19. The journey to our planned stop was not without adventure. We stopped off in Camborne for lunch and to find LPG. Here we witnessed an idiot stop on a roundabout to answer his phone. And later we were overtaken by a Mercedes sports car and then the driver slowed down to less than 50 miles an hour in front of us. Then I overtook a small car which was doing 45 miles an hour. She got upset and immediately overtook us back. We filled at Morrison's with LPG, although that in itself was an adventure. It was a stressful 3-hour drive, and I'm glad it is over and we are parked up near Kettering and relaxing. Stuart arrived and we had a brew and a chat before it was time for settling down for the night. 30th December 19. We had another little lie-in. Whoops! After breakfast, Stuart and Lindsay went for a walk and I went out to do a little geocaching and filming. When Stuart and Lindsay returned, we had a cuppa, then Stuart left for a break in the Peak District. In the afternoon, Neil, my brother, and his partner Kathy came to visit. They brought a Christmas sandwich with them. Lovely. We chatted away, catching up and making plans. In the evening, they left. Lindsay and I had a quiet evening of reading and relaxing. Broughton car park on the Brampton Valley Way, and we're in geocaching mode. There's a few of them about on the Brampton Valley Way, and I'm picking up 2 or 3 in this area. They're not particularly good geocaching places, lots of people about, and they're hidden in a way that I suspect they get moved a lot, but hey ho. We're expecting people, and so far we've had a 100% success rate with our meetups, but at the moment we don't know if we're going to be meeting anybody else on this trip. I'm in geocaching mode. We're on the Brampton Valley Way. Plenty of geocaches to be had. They're actually a little bit disappointing. There's a lot of muggles about, a lot of non-geocachers, and they're not particularly well hidden. So at least one of them I suspect has been moved. More about that later, if my suspicions are confirmed. Brampton Valley Way, a footpath on an old railway line. I'm going to take a short walk down, still geocaching. Let's see how it goes. 31st of December 2019. We're at the same spot today. George from Talbot Express made a flying visit. Then Marie and Martin from the Perchers YouTube channel arrived. We had a great chat and enjoyed meeting new old friends for the first time. We spent the rest of the day chilling. Lindsay had a short walk, and then we settled down for a relaxed evening. I had a dram to see out the old year, but we were in bed before the bells. We were awoken at midnight thanks to the fireworks going off nearby. 1st of January 2020. Today we're moving on from the Drayton Park up and continuing north. We had a quiet morning before heading off. Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. We'll hope you'll join us again for more photos, waffle and video as we travel around Scotland. Bye for now.